Hi everybody, this is Little Scribe, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is Steam Peak. So two of the same creators of the popular Steam interface, steempeak.com, Jarvie and Asgarth, have joined forces again to create a monster market interface, and it's monster.steempeak.com. Now, we've talked about the Explorer that they launched last week, and I warned you that they had a monster market in the making, and they've been vetting it out all week. I'm really excited to present to you Peak Monsters. Peak Monsters is a partnership between Asgarth and Jarvie and Steam Peak. It's a market, explorer, collection view, and stats and charts. So basically everything a monster fan could need, want, or desire in their entire existence will be found on one page, one website, one locale, one user interface. Bam! Like, it's mind-blowing. I'm just saying. So with Peak Monsters, they have three goals: to be fast, informative, and easy. Now, as far as the market goes, we have created a bulk buying interface with some awesome filters and great user interface. If you're a larger dealer or a buyer, you'd have to go to Steam Bay, the Steam Monsters Discord channel, the Monster Market, the Monster Explorer with Steaminator, and you'd have to resort to direct trading between vendors and buyers, and all of that can now be rolled into one place, which is the Peak Monsters website. So larger dealers can sell batches and bundles and packs. They can sell sets. They can buy all of the above, which is still in testing. As a matter of fact, as of yesterday, Jarvie was on the marketplace trying to see if he could bulk list. And it's just about ready for that to launch. It is in development, and they would love your feedback. So if you go over to the Discord channel, and you can just hop on and check it out and give them your feedback. So the main features of Peak Monsters are the Explorer, which I showed you last week, the Market, which I'm going to show you today, your collection, your card collection, which we'll look at, and then the Analytics, which will show market trends. And that one I'm super excited about. So I can't wait until that one's out, because we're going to have to make another post about it. Let's go over to the market. What I like about it is, as usual, it's got these great filters. So you can sort your cards according to type or splinter. So if you only wanted to look at legendaries, it will show only legendaries. If you only wanted to look at fire, then you would only look at fire. If you only wanted to look at fire legendary, then it would show only the fire legendary cards that are for sale. And the good news is that Asgarth and Jarvie are using the same protocol that Yaba P. Matt used when he designed the monster market, and this is intentional. What this means is that whatever shows up on this market here will also be reflected on the monster market, and vice versa. And I think that's really fantastic. That being said, whenever you make an exchange on the monster market, there will be a 5% cut that goes to the owner of the card. Asgarth has incorporated that 5% into the protocol of this market. So again, it is not his number, but it is Agrod's number. And it is just simply a reflection of the actual market. We're not making a new market as much as we're just pulling in more features into the market that already exists. So it's really just a user interface. You're pulling the same information, you're just displaying it in a different way. And we're displaying it in ways that have filters and other really awesome features, such as the bundle and the multiple listing feature. That will not show up on here exactly today, but it should be showing up very soon. They're just ironing out those details, as I said. For the Transaction Explorer, there's a ton of action happening over on the Explorer. However, you can filter the action by transaction type and by user. So let's say you wanted to just look up a user's transaction. Right now, you can sort according to type of action. For example, who has recently purchased a pack? Okay, this is everyone that's recently purchased a pack. Let's say you wanted to look at everyone who has recently combined cards. Click on the combined cards feature and you'll see that. And then you can click on the view details and it'll show you what cards they combined. Again, I went over this last week, so I'm kind of rushing through this, but you can pretty much pick out any action that's recently happened. And if you wanted to just spy on someone in particular, like Asgarth, for instance, you just type in his username and it will pull up everything that he's done within a certain amount of time. So Asgarth has gifted a card to Jarvie. He's got a new item on the market. He has gifted to Jarvie. Like it looks like he's just testing the market, but you can see all the things that he's done. It's kind of exciting. You can spy on pretty much anything. Let's look at aggro. Woo! Very busy guy. Making lots of sales. And yeah. All right, so that's the Explorer. You can look at market sales, new items in the market, removed items from the market, new bonus pack contents, gifting cards, and more. So let's go over to the market. And just as an FYI, you can either go to the home page here and click from here, or you can just go on this little menu on the top and click on whatever it is that you want to do. So we're in the market now, and it's very similar in layout as the monster market that Yaba P. Matt designed. So this is the monster market, and it looks like you can search according to element, or according to rarity, or according to gold, or according to pretty much all. Okay, so that's a really great filter. Those are filters. And you can click on a card and it'll show you the price ranges and who is selling those cards. So we have the same kind of information available here. So let's say I want to buy a Goblin Shaman. Then all I do is I look at all of the items here, and it looks like it will expand that window, and it shows all of the Goblin Shamans, which there's 152 of them, starting at 7 cents. I would like a level 3 Goblin Shaman. So I'll scroll down until I find a level 3 card. And it looks like Yanis94 is selling a level 3 for 50 cents, which looks like it's the cheapest price. Let's go ahead and purchase that. You just click on the shopping cart, and it will put that item into your overall shopping cart with the total next to it. And let's say I want to buy another card, but I don't want it to be a Goblin Shaman. Then I would just click on the title of this to collapse the window, which, by the way, I think it would be cool if they had a collapse and an expand button, like a plus and a minus sign. So I'm going to go over to the Discord channel and for Steam Peak and let them know, hey, we should have a collapse and an expand button. And now I would like to only purchase something from the water element. Click on the water filter. You view your cards. I'd like a level 4 Frost Giant, so I'll buy this one by Mr. Vikez, which is only $65. I click on the shopping cart, and the item is added to my overall shopping cart, which now has 2 items, and they total together to be $65.50 US dollars. And I'm going to pay in SBD today, but let's say I wanted to pay in Steam. It will tell me how much that will be worth in Steam and in SBD. So I click on SBD, and it automatically opens up Steam Connect, which is a fast, easy, secure way to make a purchase externally from the Steam blockchain. And all you do is click on continue, put your Steam username and then your active password key, and then sign in, and then that will complete the transaction. It will pull it from your wallet, and you will now have that Steam Monsters card. Then you go on My Collection, and you would click on that particular card. Of course, in this case, it was Water Element, and it was a Frost Giant, and so I would have 2 in this case. We've done the Explorer. Let's take a look at the collection. You can see according to type, rarity, or element. And you can look at gold cards or not gold cards. In this market, there are 2 or 3 more features that you won't find in the monster market. In the Peak Monsters, you'll see also how many cards you have of each. It does a tally for you up here at the top. So for instance, I have 6 legendaries and 5 golds, 22 epics, 90 rares. I think that's a really cool feature. Another cool feature that it has, it shows not only how many you own, but how many you have listed on the market. You can also just search by card. So say, I can't remember the name of that shark, something about a shark, saber shark, or let's say elemental. You know there was an elemental. Oh, here's all the elementals. Or what if you want to just look up dragons? You can look up dragon. So these are all my cards that I personally own. These are not the cards that are in the market. These are just my cards, my collection. If you would like to search an actual person's inventory, all you do is you come up to the URL here and you type in their name. Okay, so right now we have Jarvie's collection. So this name filter is not the name of the person, it's the name of the card. So if you were to put that person's name, let's say I wanted to search Little Scribe and I put my name in the filter, it's not going to show anything. I think they are going to work on that in the future, but it's not a super priority. So for the time being, all you need to do is just put the name in the URL right before collection. And so that, and again, that's just referring to the collection. The other option is you can go to the Explorer and you can just look at what other people are doing. So we're going to look up Jarvie and it'll show all of the cards that he has actioned on. But as far as collections go, yeah, you can spy on anybody you want. Let's look at Chorus Kate. So she's got 239 cards, 2 golds, 1 legendary, 15 epic. Wow, that's not too bad. 70 rare. Anyway, I hope that gives you a pretty good idea. Okay, so for the analytics, that menu item is not going to be at the top here because it isn't done yet. But if you go to the home page, you'll see that it is in the making, and analytics will essentially cover stats and charts. It says we can track sales prices, volume, listings, and show the movement of price and volume over hours, days, weeks, and even months. Essentially, it's an exchange. I mean, you're going to see the charts of each coin on an exchange. It'll show you the ups and downs of that coin, just like you would find on Coinbase or Bittrex or all of the others that you want to go see the value of that coin. It'll show it here. The question is, how is Asgarth going to manage all of the different chart values of each card? Because as we know, a gold goblin shaman is not going to be worth the same as a blue saber shark. So what I imagine will happen is in the market or in the analytics, it'll look something like the market, where it will show the actual card, but next to it, instead of the stats here, it will simply just show an up and down chart. That's how I would want to see it as a user. But I don't know, he probably has something better in store. I really have no idea. If you have any suggestions there, maybe he's up to taking them. Oh, the other thing is 2 tips that I think you should know about. The default button. It's up here in the right-hand corner, and it's defaulted to ascending price, meaning it starts low and goes high. You can always go in and change that to descending if you're like a high roller and you want to spend a lot of money on your Selenius guy, then that is an option for you, and this will organize the cards in order from ascending or descending. And another tip that's important is you need to remember to refresh your browser to get the latest updates in transactions, whether in the market or in the Explorer. This is just like in steemit.com or steampeak.com. In your blog, you're not going to automatically get a new feed or see the latest comments or upvotes that have happened until you refresh. This is just one of those blockchain things. So if you want to see latest information right before you make a purchase, just make sure you go in and refresh to make sure you're getting the best price possible, or that that card's even still available. Anyway, so the refresh button and the default price button are 2 tips I think you should be aware of whilst you're marketeering. The Peak Monsters goals are to make it fast, easy, and informative for all users alike. So go give it a look, buy some cards, and the prices of the cards are a really great price right now for those of you who want to grab some cards in the market. They're a great price because cryptocurrency across the world is low, and it's great to buy low and sell high. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you around next time, and happy buying!